While we are on the verge of launching the first orbital flight test for Starship, the company's full-stack deep space transportation system, all eyes now are on the insane work of engineering and manufacturing happening at the company's site in South Texas, near the Gulf Coast village of Boca Chica. Today, we will give a quick survey from the site to see how SpaceX manages itself between the launch site and the building site in order to provide a successful launch. Keep in mind that there are a lot of things happening rapidly at these sites right now, so the purpose of this video is to give you an overview and the main function of each facility. If you are new here, consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell for all future updates. At this point, we all know that SpaceX is working on creating a massive booster called Super Heavy, which is equipped with enough power to launch the Starship prototype into orbit. SpaceX has shown its extreme flexibility when it comes to progressing its plans and adjusting its goals. So this survey will cover what is happening right now at Starbase Boca Chica while building this so-called monster, Super Heavy. Starbase, also known as the Boca Chica launch site, is a private rocket production facility, test site, and spaceport constructed by SpaceX. Now its main mission is to launch all SpaceX's Starship prototypes, and one day it could be the central point in getting humans to Mars. The site is divided into two main sections, the building site and the launching site. The building site is where most of the hard work is done, from casting and constructing to delivering prototypes to the launch site. Whereas the launch site is the place that final touches, launches, and testing these prototypes happen. These two sites are separated with approximately 2 miles distance in order to protect the site gear from the prototype's failures that could occur while testing. Let's take a deep look at each one and see what's going on there. Let's start with the building site. In this section, you will find different facilities. Each one has its own major function, like storing chemicals or manufacturing rocket parts. The most notable buildings in the building section are the high bay and mid bay and low bay. Actually, bays are commonly used in manufacturing, machining, 3D printing, logistics, high tech, or something else altogether that requires access to higher voltage power, or a loading dock. Bays are used to light up high spaces. Also, for these lights to operate efficiently from this height, they need specially engineered reflectors, lens angles, and special LED bays. The second notable buildings in this section are in the shape of tents. They are actually tents with different functions. The first two tents are made for segment manufacturing, to manufacture domes and rings for the Starship and its booster. Then, next to this tent, there is another tent with the same size, responsible for nose cone manufacturing. Besides this giant tent, another one with a half size for hydraulic press. This tent has a great advantage in manufacturing the rocket. It gives the ability to create more intricate shapes and can be economical with materials. Beside it, you will see the storage tent, and SN2 between them. At this moment, while building Starship Booster Super Heavy, you will find Starship flaps on the ground and the lunar nose cone mock-up in front of the dome ring tent. You also can find SN15 and SN16 on the edge. Between them, the Max-Q nose cone cage. In front of them, the Booster Thrust Simulator and BN 2.1. So far, we have covered most of the important things in the building site. Now let's move to the launching site and see what's happening there. On the other side of the launch site, the first thing your eyes are going to catch is the Super Heavy Tower BN3. Then you will find BN4, standing on its suborbital Pad A. On top of it, the ship itself, SN20, stacked for the first time. Besides, you will find some horizontal tanks storing LOX, N2, and CH4. Exactly in the middle, you will find the orbital launch table in front of the booster and the Starhopper. Then on the left side from the camera view, this area is used for building catching and fueling arms. In front of the fuel farm, which has most of the tanks to store fuel and water needed for the next flight. All of these areas are serving the launching area, which has two main components right now: the orbital launch pad and the vertical integration tower, built using this huge crane. There is a lot happening right now in Boca Chica in order to make everything ready for the next flight test. It's unclear when Booster 4 and SN20 will fly. Even if the duo sail through all their pre-launch checkouts and tests, logistical roadblocks may yet keep them grounded. For example, the U.S. Federal Aviation Administration is performing an environmental review of Starship's launch operations, and we don't know when that will wrap up. Musk is hardly the first entrepreneur to think about forming a city. When he tweeted that he's looking for employees at SpaceX, in less than 24 hours, his post received over 162,000 likes and more than 20,000 retweets. The idea is now gaining new life as tech entrepreneurs voice dissatisfaction with government restrictions and limitations. On Thursday, July 29th, SpaceX founder Elon Musk shared that the SpaceX team is cranking hard to rapidly build the orbital Starship Super Heavy booster. He shared a photograph of the bottom thrust section of the enormous rocket, completing feed system for 29 Raptor rocket engines on Super Heavy booster, Musk wrote. What do you think? How do you see the progress in this new city? Would you consider living or working there? Let's discuss it down below. Thanks for watching.